Feeling a loss of inspiration. That's what I'm titling this video. Not very exciting. Earlier today I was scrolling through my YouTube feed and I saw a link for something called I Ate My Friends to Survive. That's not what this is going to be about. Feeling a loss of inspiration. Anyway, I'm not a fan of the phrase writer's block. I'm not sure it even exists. Besides, it means different things to different people. Here's what's going on with me. Maybe this sounds familiar. I'm in the middle of several projects, and lately none of them are calling out to me. These short stories and novels, they just don't feel appealing. I like them and want to eventually see them in print, but I'm in a mental place at the moment where I can't imagine anyone will ever read them. This leads me to ask myself, what's the point? I feel that over the years I've already created way too much of this sort of art for little to no audience. This whole relationship with an audience makes me uncomfortable, and probably this is more suited for a therapy session. I say this because ever since I was a kid, I found the whole idea of seeking external validation shameful, pitiable. However, I clearly do desire it, to some degree. I mean, why else would I have put so much energy for so many years into the production of creative work? I've managed to skirt around the cognitive dissonance of desiring something I find shameful by concealing my attention-whoring proclivities behind the facade of art. It's not vanity, no. It's all about rigor and discipline. It's my craft. So, writing is hard. Fine. I like a challenge. But when you consider the reality of the dwindling fiction markets, it becomes a major struggle to find a home for a piece of writing. And if you do, you've now entered into that baffling state of limbo that is bound up with this magazine, that journal, or some publishing company's publication timeline. A seemingly capricious and ever-moving target. It gets lonely, frustrating, uncertain. All this was why years ago I found a workaround. I modified my stories into short films, stage plays, collaborative performance art pieces. I could get them directly in front of audiences and not have to wait on publishing schedules. It helped that I was then living in a city where I found easy access to these kind of art venues willing to stage my work. That all ended when I moved here to New Orleans, where no one knew me. I decided to try it the old-fashioned way, right for the page, as it were. I wrote 3 novels that I self-published and put up on Amazon. In a short-lived frenzy of submissions, I succeeded in placing half a dozen short stories into various magazines. I managed to get a 4th novel accepted by a small but prestigious press. And there's a 5th novel completed, which I'm currently sending out to various literary agents. That all sounds great. I should be rolling up my sleeves right now and flipping up the cover of my laptop and hammering away on this most recent draft of novel number 6, which is fun, brainy, weird. But all I can think of is, what's the point? My self-published novels languish with no sales in many months. I have no marketing savvy. I haven't submitted a story to any publication in about 6 months. That small publisher of novel number 4 just keeps pushing the publication date of my book further and further into the future. And my quest for a literary agent is proving futile. I even had a huge novel of 250,000 words that, because it was so damn long, I was uploading 3 chapters a week on the popular serial novel site Royal Road. At the halfway point, with only a handful of subscribed followers and 2 comments, one of which was from a helpful soul who pointed out a typo, I decided to shut that project down. I think I'll stop with this litany of failures. In fact, some of them can be seen as successes. It might sound like I'm coming from a place of self-pity. That's not completely incorrect, but mostly I'm trying to find the motivation to keep doing the writing, to keep slogging away at the submission process. In a way, that's what this video is about, the first of a series of meditations on what it means to write and to be a writer, trying to navigate the wilderness between the frustrations and the rewards. And so in the weeks and months ahead, I will continue to post videos where I talk about ideas of writing, what it means to be a writer, or other forms of creativity, and see where that takes me. And if you have similar YouTube channels, let me know, because I'm curious to know what you're up to as well.